another subscription addiction video today. I haven't done one of these in a while, and I apologize for those of you who really enjoy them. I think they're so fun. But today I have the newest BEAUTYCON box, and it has a really awesome person who collaborated on it. So this box is a collaboration with the one and only Kandee Johnson, one of the sweetest people that I can think of. She is so nice. She's such a sweetheart, genuine person. As far as I know, all these are her picks. This is the Summer Essentials box, and when I first open it, first thing I see is this picture of Kandee Johnson, which is drawn and awesome, and she's got like lipstick in her hair and donuts and like lollipops and cake pops and all sorts of stuff. So cute. We get into this box. There's lots of fun stuff in here this time. So first thing I see is the Neutrogena Ultra Light Cleansing Oil, which I've used this before. I love having cleansing oils on hand to take off makeup, so with that I usually will just, you can kind of mix in your wet hands and it kind of lathers a little bit, and then just apply it to your face and you can rinse it, or usually what I'll do is I'll use that to take off my makeup, and then I use like a more foamy cleanser with my Clarisonic to really clean my skin. So that's like the first step that I use. This one in particular is really nice because it's lightweight. Sometimes I've used like Shoot or Immerse oils, and their cleansing oils are really nice, but they do feel pretty filmy and kind of heavy, which is good if you have like a lot of makeup on, but this is actually nice because it doesn't feel as heavy. And it's also nice too because it doesn't feel as like, you know, if you use, sometimes if you use cleansers and stuff, it can kind of make your face feel like stripped and like really dry. This one doesn't do that. So it's a nice first step for removing your makeup. There's, woo! Okay, so this is from Redken. It's called the Sea Salt Spray, the Fashion Waves 07. I love Redken products. One of the reasons I love Redken products is they also make like everything in the smaller size, which is great for me because I'm always wanting to try new things. So to be able to buy like a pomade container this big is so cool. So this one is a sea salt spray, and it says it's control level medium, wet or dry hair. That's cool. So this I can see myself using in the summer because, as you can tell, my hair is really light right now and it's really kind of mad at me for putting it through all of that I put it through. So for the most part, I'm trying to either only straighten it, you know, when I need to, or to leave it curly. Right now, since it's so freshly bleached, it's kind of like, nope, Leisha, I'm not, like, it won't even curl for me, so I'm just sort of have most of it up and then just straightening a little bit. But something like this will be great in the summer when I just want to leave it curly to just kind of refresh it. So I'm excited about that. And Redken's just awesome. So this is Prepared to Be Obsessed, The Edit by 17, an exclusive online pop-up shop featuring this fall's hottest trends. So there's a 15% off and free shipping coupon for The Edit. That's interesting. There's a mini version of the Born This Way waterproof mascara. That doesn't surprise me because Kandee Johnson did that like film, it's not like a commercial, it was like it was really cool. It was her like turning into a mermaid essentially and using this mascara. It was very, very cute. I'm not surprised to see that in there. Ooh, okay, so these I am oh my god, I was just on Amazon looking these up so that I could buy them. So these are by La Fresh. They are these face cleansers. So one of them is an oil-free face cleanser. The other one is an instant cooling body soother. So I've had La Fresh, the yellow one, which I think is just a makeup remover, or it just might be like a refresher. And these are so great because one, they're huge. So you open it up and it's giant. And two, they're really awesome if you like have them in your gym bag, if you have them just in your purse, just to like take off your makeup or to just refresh pretty much. And I love that they're in these individually packed containers just because that makes them so nice for traveling. Just like to have a couple in your bag or to have one in your purse or to take them with you when you know, for a flight, to have this like if you're on a long haul flight and use this right before you get off the plane, you're gonna feel a lot better than you would otherwise. So I love these, and I've gotten them on Outlook before. I mean, I haven't looked on Outlook in a long time, but I should probably see, like, I'm gonna look on Amazon again because I want to have, I used to have a box of these just sitting in my bathroom, and I kind of, when I saw these in here, I was like, I kind of missed that, so I might need to get those again. Ooh, okay, I have this, and I think it's amazing. So this is the NYX Ombre Lip Duo. I'm pretty sure I've shown you guys before. This is why I like Kandee. She rocks bold lips all the time, and I am all about that life. It's a lip color like a lip crayon and then a smaller lip liner so that you can kind of create like an ombre look. So you can do like the lip liner on the outer edges and then do the color in the middle. This color is like orange juice amazingness. And then the lip liner is this darker, brighter, like cherry red. So you apply those to the lips and then you kind of just blend it. Oh my gosh, yes. I love that. My Fame Expo haul, I talked about how orange colors for the lips, orange colors for the eyes, I like immediately will go buy them just because I love them. So it's really cool that it's in this bag. So then the next thing, this is the Smashbox Brow Tech Shaping Powder. And this is in taupe. That's interesting that it's in taupe. That's not usually like the universal kind of color you'll see. Kind of interesting because it's a brow powder, but it's in almost like a liquid liner container. It sounds like a rattle. But it is a powder. Ooh. Okay. First, when I first opened this, I was like, why would it, I mean, it's like a really, it's essentially like a felt tipped eyeliner, but the brush actually moves a lot. There's not powder getting everywhere like I was kind of expecting. So you know what, like this might be something that would be good for me because my brows, they've come a long way, but my brows tend to have sparse areas, so it'll end up looking patchy. And I've been considering getting microblading done just because nothing is working and I want that full freaking brow, and I still might do it, you know, I gotta think about it. But something like this might work where I can just kind of be like burp, 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 burp. That's the sound that this makes apparently, just to fill in those areas. So I'm excited to try that. Then we have a NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil, my life. This is in cashmere. So it's like a very light gold, like a very light gold, catches the light really nicely. This would be pretty just on its own, but using that as like a base for a beigey gold color would be really nice. This actually would work really cool as a highlighter too, if you want like a golden highlighter. Yes, NYX. Then we have a ooh, okay. This is a Cover FX dual-ended brush. Dual-ended brush. This is a contouring brush, so it's got a small brush on one end and then a wide blending brush. This is not what I would generally pick out to contour with, but it actually makes sense. So this could be for like your nose and then right here for your cheeks. Huh, it's very soft too. Very soft. I was against dual-ended brushes for so long, but honestly, they actually make sense, especially when you're like traveling and things like that, or just have in your bag. This is like so soft, so soft. Last thing here is a Benzac acne solution. So this is Blemish Clearing Hydrator. Soothing and calming. That's actually nice. When I used to get really bad breakouts, because trust me, my skin was a hot mess in high school, and until I was like 22, my skin was like disaster zone. So what I would always do is like just shove on the highest content for benzoyl peroxide or salicylic acid, or the highest content, and then my skin would just be dry and flaky and hating me. So it is really important to use something that is calming to keep it, you know, to take away the redness and to calm everything down, because it's already mad at you. It's only gonna get worse if you're like, highest content ever. Not a good idea. So this is actually pretty cool. I tend to still break out a little bit right around like my chin or around my lips. It's really annoying. It happens not as much as it used to, so I can't really complain, but still happens. So when I do use an acne treatment, I always kind of try, even if it's just something that is a low content of salicylic acid or benzoyl peroxide, that's something that I like to do at nighttime. So I will definitely be using this. Usually in subscription boxes like this, they have a note, or they have like a little book that explains each thing and explains why they chose it. This one, all that I have that picture of Kandee. It lists what everything is and their handles, so like their social media handles, and that's great, and it's nice to know exactly what everything is. But I think that this would be a little bit more special if it had, you know, maybe if they had Kandee say why she chose each thing, because right now all I'm seeing is I'm looking at it and I'm like, this stuff's really cool and this stuff's really pretty, but I don't know why it was chosen. And I really do appreciate when the subscription boxes have a note that say, oh, we chose this particular color because blah blah blah. And I think it would have been nice to hear Kandee, you know, say, oh, this NYX color, I've been using it and I wore it in an Instagram post and everyone liked it, or something like that, you know? So I like knowing why things are chosen, and I wish that's like the one thing here that's missing, because other than that, I think it's a super cute box. Inside it says like, why are you reading this? Unbox me already. And that's how I feel about pretty much anything that comes in the mail. So there you go, that's a look at the Summer Essentials BeautyCon box. Let me know your thoughts if you've used anything in there. I'm kind of excited. I really do like just about everything in there. I think is really neat, and I'll see you next time.